So we are in the Park District, Forest Preserve here, Potawatomi Woods. This is a pond not far from the Des Plaines River. And we can see, just with a quick look around, that we have a lot of living things. The question is, why are there so many different kinds? Why are they here? And how are they adapted to survive here? Like we know, as we know, science starts with questions. So the first question, what's up with those guys? Geese. Canada geese. There's a lot of them. Why here? How are they surviving here? Why are they here? How does living here, stopping here, help them survive? There's a lot of geese swimming around here. And then over here, we have a smaller group of ducks. What's up with that? You see that guy sticking his head under the water? What's he looking for? Did he drop a quarter? Is he looking for fish? Are they going that way because the geese are over here? Is there going to be a fight? Dun, dun, da, 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 da. We have like a little battalion of geese over here. And as we know, right now it's fall. We've got all these different colored trees. Some are still green, some are turning brown. We've got some yellow and orange. We've got some trees that have already lost their leaves. Why? Why don't they all lose their leaves at the same time? Why do they turn different colors? There's a dead branch in the lake. What does that do? Still got the ducks and the geese. It almost looks like the geese are heading towards the ducks. Kind of exciting. While we're waiting for the battle. Check these guys out. Extra tall grass? It's like the little boats are sailing away from the big boats. And look at the wake. The waves from the ducks. It's amazing. Some serious forward motion. I wonder how they're able to swim so fast. Like little speedboats. So you notice that they're coming this direction. Hopefully they aren't going to attack me. Notice that there's different colored ducks. Although they're hanging out together. I wonder why. Notice that there's things in the water. Plants in the water that don't come out of the top. Plants in the water that do. The bottoms of these plants are underwater. We have some trees that are closer to the water. Some trees that are farther away. Got some geese about to land here, I think. Oh, changing their mind. Now maybe the ducks are gonna attack the geese? No. Maybe if they were in more direct competition, they would attack. Alright, we're gonna go over and look at the river, see what we can see. Here we are at the Des Plaines River. We're only about 500 feet from where we just were. And I don't see any birds. I can hear the road noise from a nearby road. That's probably not encouraging a lot of stuff. The water's moving kind of fast, and the level looks a little bit high. It's a little bit muddy where I'm standing. There's no clear banks. That makes me think that this is frequently flooded. And there are a lot of what look like ground plants underwater. So while these species might be generally adapted to survive underwater, I think that they would prefer to not be, if such a thing were possible. But if you notice here, we've got a tree that's sort of hanging over. And I wonder if that helps the tree, or why this tree is growing like this. Notice that the roots are all the way back here, but it's sort of shaped like a big hook, big curved branches over here, and not a lot the other direction. This is kind of a bend in the river. And the water's moving kind of fast. You can see from the debris on the river going by. It's pretty fast for a river current. Here we have some weird stuff going on. I'm a little bit further downstream. The shape of the river, there's a bend in the river right here, or like a pool where it gets wider and deeper, and then a narrow channel. So you have water flow downstream here, pretty visible, pretty seriously moving here. You can tell that by the debris. But then if I look at the water right in front of me, it's almost not moving at all. We've got a muddy bank here with a whole bunch of human footprints. Here we got people. Got some garbage. So we have some human-environment interaction going on here. You can also hear the road noise, I think, which is another example. But the point of this, I think, is to see that the water isn't just one solid thing that's all doing the same thing at the same time. If you're swimming down this river and you take a left turn over here, then the current isn't going to mess with you anymore. You could stop and hang out. These leaves aren't moving at all. There's no current right here. You have to go several feet out before you see those ripples of water moving. I wonder what that does to things that live in the water. We've got something over there. I think that's ducks. Yeah. Got a lot of ducks around here. And we've got a cross breeze. That's changing the surface of the water a little bit. So, my question, and this applies to all three of these locations. If you think like a fish for a second, where would you rather live? Would you rather live here, where nothing moves? Or would you rather live here, where things are moving? And if the water is like your air, if you're a fish, do you want it to be not moving? Or blowing past you really fast? And if you're a fish, do you want to live where you have access to both kinds? Or do you want to just stick to where it's all the same?